Hi guys. Oh, there we go. Whew. Okay, trying to figure out the light situation here. I'm sorry. Hi there. I hope I'm live in the right group. I'm known to do that. I would like go live in my Swiss-German group and then nobody would understand me if I speak English. Oh, hi, Stacy. Hi. Hi, I'm in the right group, right? Okay. So, hi everyone. This is Wellness Wednesday in Survive and Thrive. And I think probably most of you there don't know me. My name is Nadia and I actually live in Switzerland. And therefore the light, hi Sharon, the light situation, because it's 10:20 at night, so it's dark. Our day is already over. I hope you guys' day is going great in the US or wherever you're at. Okay, real quick, I am a nutrition therapist. I went back to school to study that while I lived in Denver, Colorado. I was there for 10 years. I became a mom there. I like to joke that my husband and I went there with 2 suitcases each and we came back with a 20-foot container, 2 kids and a dog. That really happened. So yes, there's that. So I went back to school to study nutrition because both of my kids were born with food allergies and they developed food allergies before they could even eat real food. And so that kind of got me going in the whole nutrition research and also a little bit of food politics. That's totally my jam. And then I found doTERRA and now I'm like implementing the oils also when I talk to clients, and it's just intertwined really like that. It works really well together. So I'm gonna talk about gut health and the products Terrazyme and also PB Assist, the probiotics. And I don't have a PB Assist to show you guys because I had it with me today because I wasn't really sure where exactly I would be at to do this live video. I wanted to make sure I had it with me, but then during the day today I gave it away to somebody, so I don't have it. I don't have another one with me. I have to wait for my order to come in. So, but you all know how it looks like, right? You can go on your account and see what it looks like. It looks similar to this. It just says PB Assist, that's the grown-up one, and then there's a PB Assist Junior for the kids, and those are the little packets. So I'm gonna start with something about gut health. Your gut, your digestive system is like a tube, right? We start digesting in the mouth and it stops on the very bottom. And it's the connection between the outside world and the inside of your body. If you think about it, it's a very important connection from the outside to the inside. And you're only as healthy as your gut is. Your gut health actually is your health. That's something really important to think about and to always keep in mind. And in a perfect world, we would not need either Terrazyme or probiotics. Let me explain that. In a perfect world, we would have like beyond organically grown fruits and vegetables. We would not totally process them. We would not overcook them. We would eat a lot of them raw. Raw fruits and vegetables have a lot of enzymes and also are really good food for our good bacteria in our whole system. And then if winter comes and there's no more fresh food, we would preserve fresh food by fermenting it. Okay, So you can ferment fruits and vegetables, and while you ferment them, you kind of reactivate them, and you produce a certain kind or different certain kinds of bacteria that are really good for your gut health. Okay, that used to be a preserving method for people before we had grocery stores and before everything was available all year long. Okay, and in a perfect world we would eat like this, right? Fresh food, not processed, not overly cooked. Would have like so many different kinds of vegetables and fruits and all good stuff. And then we would have the fermented version of those really healthy foods. We also wouldn't have pesticides, we wouldn't have toxins in our water or in our air, anywhere. So there's that. But we don't live in a world like that, right? But then that's why we have all this good stuff. And I want to talk or go a little bit closer into one of the issues we have, that we need Terrazyme and probiotics every day. And this is a topic I'm really passionate about, and I can go a little crazy on it, but it's like, it has my heart really, because I've learned so much and I got to work with this, and I feel like we've helped a lot of people by educating them about it. So I'm gonna tell you a little background on one thing that's really bad for our health, and especially for our gut health. And sometimes if we have a little bit of background information, it's easier for us to understand a certain topic and also to do something about it on a daily basis. That's how I work. Maybe some of you guys are like that too. So I'm going to talk about Roundup. Anybody who hasn't heard about Roundup, hand up and I'll explain more, or you send me a message. So Roundup is the active ingredient in a pesticide that's called Roundup is the product. Glyphosate is the active ingredient in a product that's called Roundup, right? And Roundup is the most used herbicide in agriculture and also at home. And we use it to spray many different crops. We use it on our fields before we plant crops. We use it on genetically modified foods. For those of you in the US, that's a big topic. And actually on those genetically modified crops, you can spray even more Roundup because they're made resistant to not die off when they're sprayed. Okay, so you don't lose them if you spray them, so you can spray a little more and nothing will happen to the actual crop. In Europe, those of you who are on in Europe, our situation is a little bit different, but not that much. In the European Union, farmers are not allowed to plant genetically modified crops, but they can certainly be imported from other countries, but they have to be labeled. So you will know if you're eating genetically modified crops. However, we also do not know if our food was sprayed with Roundup or not. The only way to know or to avoid it is by buying organically produced products, right? So, but the way glyphosate works is it disrupts the shikimate pathway. That is a pathway within the plants and the insects that will create at the end 3 amino acids. And those 3 amino acids are precursors of a lot of vitamins, minerals, and also other cofactors that we need for overall health. I'll get to that. But because the plants and the insects cannot produce those 3 amino acids, they die off. And that's the way Roundup works. That's how you get a plant to die. You disrupt a pathway so it can no longer produce nutrients, and then it will die off. And so for a while, the thought was that human bodies, human cells, our cells, do not have that shikimate pathway. So nothing will happen to our bodies if we consume products or fruits and vegetables that are sprayed with Roundup. And that's true, our cells do not have that pathway. However, and there's the whole issue, our gut bacteria, the good gut bacteria they have the shikimate pathway. So what happens now, if glyphosate gets into our digestive system, it will disrupt our bacteria from producing the 3 amino acids. It will also, like the food that we eat with it, will be deficient in those amino acids. And these 3 amino acids are precursors to, and listen to this, serotonin, melatonin, epinephrine, dopamine, thyroid hormones, folate, CoQ10, vitamin K, vitamin E. That's crazy, right? So we're going to be deficient in all those nutrients and all those cofactors and even neurotransmitters, right? Serotonin is a neurotransmitter. It is produced by your gut bacteria that now is dying off because of the pesticides, and they cannot go into your brain to work there. So that's why all kinds of different health issues have to do with your gut, right? It's crazy, and that's like just one little thing in the whole picture, but it's a big and very impactful thing. And that is why we need these products. We need to have a balanced gut. We need to have more good bacteria than bad bacteria. It's so important for nutrients, for everything. Okay, it's really the way it is. It's really the way our health works. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the pesticides alone now. Let's talk about the enzymes. Why do we need enzymes? So you all can go read the package inserts of these products yourself. Okay, you don't need me to repeat all that. I really encourage you to go read the package inserts and look in your account or on the doTERRA website that has all the information for this product. But what I want to tell you is the enzymes, our body needs enzymes for many different things, not just digesting food. That's like the most obvious one, right? We have digestive enzymes. It starts in your saliva, really. That's why we need to chew our food. Also, smoothies should be chewed so we can start breaking down the food stuff into their own like little parts of nutrients, and then we can absorb it better. Enzymes are also cofactors for many other enzymes and many other proteins in our body. So if we need to heal from health issues, even if we had like surgery or were exposed to anesthesia medication or other medication or just any other imbalance that's going on in our body, we can use enzymes to clear that up. Also, sometimes we have, they're called immunocomplexes. That's when like antibodies dock on like food proteins or whatnot, and they cause health issues and inflammation in your joints. Enzymes can really help break those up too. So it's really good if you really have health issues, just take some with each meal, or also take them between your meals, because then they will clear up all the extra stuff that's going on in your body. If you take them with your meals, they'll immediately help you break down the actual food you're eating. Okay. So, oh hi Crystal, hi. And then the probiotics, they really, they have six different strains, or 5. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Now I forgot. Yes, 6 strains, and it's 6 billion CFUs. And that's a really important thing to know also. Sometimes, I don't know if you guys hear it too, or if you know, have some old or other probiotics in your house. People would say like, oh, I already have probiotics. I have those lactobacillus, and it has like 500,000 CFUs in it, or people don't know to look for that. It's the units that's how you measure how many bacteria are in a product. It's called CFUs. And if you do not have a product that has at least 5 billion, it's like you can throw out your money, okay? So doTERRA's has 6 different strains. You also need different strains. You don't just need one, you need different ones, because they all have a different purpose. And that there's a lot of studies being done on that stuff, like all the different bacteria, what they can do for your health. And some are really specific for specific health issues, how they can help, or if you lack them, how you may have a certain health issue. It's very interesting. If you're into that kind of stuff and you like to read science articles like that, go look for them. They're around everywhere. So yes, so you want to have at least 5 billion CFUs, and you want to have a few strains of different bacteria. And then there's a few different ways you can take them. Just for like maintenance, I like to take them, or I like to recommend taking them every night before you go to bed as like the last thing you ate, because they can then really, how do you call it, go crazy in your gut, and you know, how do you want to say it? I can't find the word. But overnight they have time to like replenish and settle in your gut, so you don't eat anything that will actually hurt them, right? Does that make sense? So I take mine at night too. If you're like traveling and maybe you're going into a country where they have different sanitary standards, or the food is totally different from what you're used to, or you get sick super fast, then you can do like up to 3 a day. And that will really help you boost your immune system and your digestion, and it will really help the bacteria like stay on par and help you stay healthy. Okay, so there's different ways on how you can take them depending on what your needs are. Another thing that sets the probiotics from doTERRA apart from others is, if you've looked at the capsule, it looks kind of like out of this world, sciencey, fictiony, right? Because it's like blue and it has a double chamber. And that is so your stomach acid, it's very sour, very acidic in your stomach, cannot kill the bacteria before it goes into your small intestine, because most of those probiotics are actually gonna live in your small intestine. So that capsule or the bacteria in it should stay alive until it went through your stomach into your intestines, okay? That's that purpose behind it. Alrighty, I actually think I'm through with what I wanted to say to you guys, or I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, just post them. I'll answer them in the next few days. And this was really cool that I got to do this. Thank you guys so much. And have a good rest of your week. Bye.